I started studying the voices maybe 35 years ago, and they're not what psychiatry says they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, first of all, I noticed they ran patterns. You know, they spoke in complete sentences. They spoke with complete thoughts, but these were all nasty, evil thoughts. I mean, nothing was good about them. They were consistently negative. They were anti-religious. Now, the psychiatric mafia insists that these things are hallucinations. They haven't done a single study on the voices. I mean, who's going to study a hallucination? Except they don't fit the pattern of a hallucination. Hallucinations are random. They're all over the place. They're positive, they're negative, they're neutral. They're all over the place. The voices run consistent, persistent patterns. And you can see those. Anybody who works with schizophrenics, anybody who has a schizophrenic family member can see these patterns themselves. And if they're running patterns, they're not hallucinations. And two of the most prevalent are they're negative. And it's one of the first things I noticed when I was working at this huge state hospital I started working at. There were 10,000 patients there when I got there. Mm-hmm. The place was the size of a small city. The voices, first of all, they don't teach you anything about the voices in psychology or psychiatry because they don't know anything about them. They haven't studied them. They haven't spent any time studying them or looking at them. You know, the psychiatric mafia had just go, hey, we're the head of mental health. We hereby pronounce that the voices are hallucinations because we said so. That's a bunch of bull. You know, if they run patterns, they can't be hallucinations. And two of the most prevalent patterns are negativity. They're consistently negative. They don't hardly say anything positive, and if they do, it's only to get the person and gig them, to get them to believe what they're saying. They're consistent liars. They're persistent liars. They lie about everything. You can't believe anything they say. Mm-hmm. Now, you know, when I first got onto the front lines, because of the little we were taught about the voices, they said, oh, well, they're hallucinations. So I just assumed they were like word salad, that they were all over the place, that they made no sense. They were just babble. That's far from the truth. They speak in complete sentences with complete ideas, and those ideas are very negative and dangerous. They're constantly attacking the person who is hosting them, and they're attacking anybody who tries to help them. They're consistently anti-religious. One of the first things I saw at the state hospital is one of the patients told me that when they repeated the 23rd Psalm, their voices reacted like worms thrown onto a hot frying pan. Now, what kind of hallucination would care about the 23rd Psalm? You know, why would a hallucination just be negative? What holds it on a negative pattern? You know, these things are consistently negative. Why isn't it all over the place like real hallucinations? Why aren't they sometimes negative? Why aren't they sometimes positive? Why aren't they sometimes negative? Why aren't they all over the place like real hallucinations? No, they're consistently negative. You know,